Hello and very welcome everyone to this session of the current affairs. Today we are going to learn the current affairs of 27th of May 2024. So let's start and see that what are the things we can learn from this day and what are the notes we can take from this particular day. So before we start, these are the topics I got covered for you from this day as we can see on this slide. So these are the topics I got covered. So I've got some international news, some state news, some banking and finance news for you. After that, I got science and technology news, sports news, ranks and reports, awards and recognitions, summary. And at last, I will summarize all the topics that what we have learned in this particular session. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So, first news that we have today with us is that regarding the Maldives. So, Maldives is a country that is situated to the south of India. And when you go towards south in India, you will find Lakshadweep Islands. Lakshadweep Island is a union territory of India. Lakshadweep Islands are divided into three parts: Minicoy, Lakshadweep, and Amindi. So between Minicoy and Lakshadweep, you will find the 9-degree channel. Between Lakshadweep and Amindi, you will find 11-degree channel. Between Maldives and Minicoy, you will find the 8-degree channel. So Maldives is separated from India with the 8-degree channel. Maldives has announced plans to launch India's RuPay service. So basically, in today's world, as the ecosystem that India has created regarding the online payment system with UPI and RuPay, it has created a lot of significance all over the world. If you remember, on 26th of January, French President Emmanuel Macron was on visit to India. He was the chief guest of 26th January 2024 Republic Day parade. And at that time also, PM Modi, the Prime Minister of India, he has shown to him that how the UPI payments are important in our country and how we can use that. So while we are creating the ecosystem ourselves in our country, we are also sharing this information, this particular type of ecosystem with the countries like Maldives, Namibia, Ghana, and Peru. Peru became the first country all over the world in South America which has become the first country in South American continent to introduce this ecosystem into their trade. So now Maldives has now launched another type of ecosystem that India has created, that is RuPay, to enhance bilateral ties with India. So this move reflects the strengthening economic ties between India and Maldives. The specific launch date for the RuPay service has not been disclosed yet. The integration promise enhance financial inclusivity and cost saving measures. The capital of Maldives is Male. And who is this person? This is Mohammad Muizu. He is the president of Maldives. He was recently elected. Uttar Pradesh leads transmission lines additions in 2023-2024. So recently what has happened guys that Uttar Pradesh has emerged as the top state in adding transmission lines in 2023-2024. This is according to the latest data from the Central Electricity Authority. So when we are talking about Uttar Pradesh, first of all, Uttar Pradesh is a central area of India. It lies in the north of the Tropic of Cancer. And when we are talking about Uttar Pradesh, the capital is Lucknow. Lucknow is also called the AI city of India. The chief minister of Uttar Pradesh is Mr. Yogi Adityanath. When we are talking about Uttar Pradesh, so Uttar Pradesh is also the largest population state in our country. Recently, Uttar Pradesh has declared two very important things regarding the conservation of two very important animals. One is the Gangetic dolphin. It has been declared as a state animal, aquatic animal of Uttar Pradesh. Apart from that, recently, a vulture park will be inaugurated in Uttar Pradesh soon to conserve the king vulture in this particular state. Apart from that, Uttar Pradesh is also that state of India which particularly touches the maximum number of states, that is uh, total 9. So now Uttar Pradesh has emerged as a top state in adding transmission lines. What are transmission lines? So these type of lines you must have seen in your locality, in the outer skirts of your city. So these are the lines which particularly provides electricity to the city. And for that purpose, Uttar Pradesh has emerged as a top state in adding more number of lines. This is according to the latest data from Central Electricity Authority. State also led in transmission lines addition in the previous fiscal year 2022-2023. The achievement highlights Uttar Pradesh commitment to improving its power infrastructure. So do remember this, that Uttar Pradesh has is in lead in the lead transmission lines, and in 2023-2024 according to the Central Electricity Authority. Jaisalmer's desert park sanctuary for the majestic Great Indian Bustard. So you must have heard about this particular type of bird that is called bustard. So it is majorly found in the Sariska Wildlife Sanctuary. And now Jaisalmer has dedicated a desert park sanctuary for the especially for desert India bustard. So the annual water hole census in Jaisalmer's National Desert Park has shown positive results. A significant presence of the critically endangered Great Indian bustard was recorded. Census counted 64 Great Indian bustards, up from 42 in the previous year. This increase is heartening development for the conservation of the species. So recently, a lot of development is there under for the conservation of different type of animals. Like recently in Tamil Nadu, Nilgiri Teher was measured under the conservation by the Tamil Nadu government. Apart from that, recently, as I said, recent in the last slide, Uttar Pradesh has introduced a particular sanctuary for the conservation of vultures, king vultures. Apart from that, recently a new type of snake was discovered in Western Himalayas, which is named after the famous Hollywood actor Leonardo DiCaprio. A blue ant has been discovered in Arunachal Pradesh, and apart from all these, and a new type of eel, a new species of eel has been discovered in Odisha, named after a biologist Surya. And apart from all of these, a particular aquifer genus has been discovered in Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. And a special type of needlefish was discovered in Kerala. And now, Jaisalmer Desert Park Sanctuary for the majestic Great Indian Bustard has seen a positive results in this particular conservation of these bustards. RBI imposes rupees 3.1 lakh penalty on Hero FinCorp for fair practices code violation. So, first of all, you need to understand that RBI is the highest regulatory body of banking in India. It was established in 1934. And particularly, if we talk about the Regulation Act of RBI, it came in 1949. And under that particular act, some type of regulations and mandatory guidelines are issued by the RBI for the purpose of non-banking financial service and banking financial service. Now, when we are talking about the RBI, so RBI has imposed 3.1 lakh penalty on Hero FinCorp. So, because they are particularly violating some of the codes. So, Reserve Bank of India has penalized Hero FinCorp Limited. Penalty amount is rupees 3.1 lakh for non-compliance with the Fair Practices Code. This penalty is due to deficiencies in regulatory compliance. It does not affect the validity of any transactions or agreement with the customer. So do not all the people who are in association with any kind of service with Hero FinCorp, you don't need to worry that if any kind of transactions or things will be hampered. No, it is just a penalty that has been imposed because they are for violating some codes, and all the other things are very normal there. A smartphone becomes India's fourth largest export items with 642% growth. So it is a very big news as India is for working very efficiently on creating a semiconductor hub in India and also a particular type of lithium ion batteries hub. And now it is fine that India has become the fourth largest exporter of smartphones all over the world with 42% growth. So smartphones have become a major export success for India. They now rank as the fourth largest export items with 42% growth. Export value reached $15.6 billion in financial year 24. This marks an improvement for by one notch in the ranking from the previous year. Recently, we also discussed about the steel production. So recently, India has also been found to the second largest producer of crude steel in the world. And apart from all these, now smartphones, India is the fourth largest exporter of smartphones all over the world. Their value reached $15.6 billion. Microsoft unveils AI enhanced Copilot plus PCs with unique recall functionality. Microsoft has introduced a new category of personal computers called Copilot plus PCs. So, Microsoft, which is in collaboration with Infosys also to provide an ecosystem in India regarding the AI enhancement, now unveils AI enhanced Copilot PCs with unique recall functionality. These PCs features advanced AI capabilities to compete with Alphabet and Apple. So, when we are talking about Alphabet and Apple, so Apple is a company that's software is Macintosh, and it is a direct competition to Microsoft, like we all know. Apart from that, if we are talking about Alphabet, so Alphabet is that particular company which is the parent company of Google, and the particular AI system of Google is Gemini. So to compete these two particularly benchmarks in the industry, the Microsoft has unveiled the AI enhanced Copilot PCs, developed in collaboration with Acer and SU Stack Computer. They perform AI tasks locally. So Microsoft is the service provider in software, and Acer and Asus Tech are providers in the hardware and other requirements. The launch event took place at Microsoft Redmond, Washington campus on May 20, with sales starting on 18 June, as the base price of $1,000, that is approximately 84,000 rupees in India. Jyoti Ratre becomes India's oldest woman to conquer Mount Everest. So recently, Jyoti Ratre, an entrepreneur and fitness enthusiast from Madhya Pradesh, has made history. She has become the oldest Indian woman to conquer Mount Everest. Her ascent comes exactly 6 years after Sangeeta Bahal, who held the previous record at the age of 53. Ratre's achievement is a significant milestone in Indian mountaineering. So when we are talking about Jyoti Ratre, so she has become the Indian oldest woman to conquer Mount Everest. When we talk about ascending the Mount Everest, so Mount Everest was first ascended in 1953-54 by Hillary, and apart from that, if we talk about the recent developments in the ascending of Mount Everest, so recently a particular Sherpa from Nepal that is named Rita, he particularly ascended Mount Everest with the world record, that is 29. That is the maximum number of times any person has ever ascended Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the highest highest peak in the world, and it is in Greater Himalayas or Great Himalayas, and the height of Mount Everest is 8,848.86 meter. The 0.86 meter height was increased in 2000 was marked in 2020 by China. Apart from that, it comes in the territory of Nepal, and it is the highest peak in the world. But when we talk about the highest peak from the center of the Earth, that is not Mount Everest. When we talk about the highest peak from the center of the Earth or highest point from the center of the Earth, that is Mount Albrazo, that is in Ecuador. So remember, Jyoti Ratre becomes India's oldest woman to conquer Mount Everest. IPL 2024 winners. Check the complete list. So let's talk about the IPL 2024 award winners. So recently, 2024 IPL was completed, and we got to know a lot of sensational players from this IPL man's tournament. This time, Kolkata Knight Riders, they have won the IPL 2024 title, defeating Sunrisers Hyderabad in the final. So Sunrisers Hyderabad, in which particularly the opening pair was Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma, they have devastated every particular opening pair in the world in this current IPL scenario. But in the finals, the magic was in the favor of Kolkata Knight Riders, and Kolkata Knight Riders won this IPL under the captaincy of Shreyas Iyer and coach Gautam Gambhir. KKR Sunil Narayan was named the most valuable player and ultimate fantasy player of the season. SRH Nitish Kumar Reddy was the emerging player of the season, and he recently also got an opportunity in the cricket team also. Virat Kohli RCB won the orange cap for most runs, while Harshal Patel Punjab Kings took the purple cap for most wickets. Earlier he was in RCB, but this time he was playing for Punjab Kings. And Virat Kohli, as always, has won the Orange Cup for the maximum number of runs he scored. He is from RCB Royal Challengers Bengaluru. So this time the winner was Kolkata Knight Riders, the team owned by Shah Rukh Khan. Shahid Afridi appointed as ICC Men's T20 World Cup brand ambassador. So ICC T20 World Cup Men's is going to be held in USA and West Indies. And if we are talking about the ICC T20 World Cup Women, it is going to be held in Bangladesh. Shahid Afridi appointed as the brand ambassador for this time. International Cricket Council has appointed Shahid Afridi as a brand ambassador. Afridi is a legendary Pakistani cricketer. He will represent the 9th ICC Men's T20 World Cup. The tournament will be co-hosted by West Indies and USA from 1st to 29th of June 2024. And if we talk about Shahid Afridi, so he is a very famous player of Pakistan. He was an all-rounder, spinner all-rounder player. That is a spinner as well as a batsman. And famously known as the nickname Boom Boom. World Bank report, Water for Shared Prosperity. So World Bank has released a report titled Water for Shared Prosperity. The report was unveiled at the 10th World Water Forum that was held in Bali, Indonesia. We discussed about that in the last session. It emphasizes the critical role of water in fostering equitable societies. That means the particular role of water to be presented as a entity to the societies on the equal basis. The report highlights the need for comprehensive strategies to ensure inclusive water security worldwide. So do remember World Bank report, according to that, Water for Shared Prosperity. And this report has been presented in the 10th World Water Forum. Where it was held? It was held in Indonesia, Bali. NHPC honored with the Economic Times HR World Future Ready Organization Award. So recently, NHPC, India's leading hydropower company, has received a prestigious award. The award is the Economic Times HR World Future Ready Organization Award. Recently, NHPC was also working together with Nepal also to create a particular hydropower projects in Nepal. This recognition underscores the NHPC's commitment to a future-ready workforce. It also highlights their strategic approach to human resource management. So, NHPC is honored with the Economic Times HR World Future Ready Organization Award. And when we are talking about NHPC, so NHPC is a company, a particular public company that works in the development of hydro projects in India. And hydro projects is those projects under which we use the hydropower, that is the water power, to develop electricity, develop electrical energy. Cannes Payal Kapadia wins Grand Prix Award for All We Imagine as Light. So Payal Kapadia's film All We Imagine as Light has won the Grand Prix Award at Cannes. So Cannes is a film festival. Every year it organizes and it creates a platform to the films, to the short films and feature films, so that a particular films they can get a platform and be featured in front of the people. This award is the second highest honor as at the 77th Cannes Film Festival. Kapadia is the first Indian filmmaker to receive this prestigious accolade. This achievement marks a historic moment for Indian cinema. So do remember, Cannes Payal Kapadia wins the Grand Prix Award for All We Imagine as Light. So let's revise that what we have learned so far. So first of all, Maldives plan launch of RuPay to enhance bilateral ties with India. Uttar Pradesh lead transmission line addition in 2023-2024. Jaisalmer Desert Park Sanctuary for the majestic Great Indian Bustard. RBI imposes 3.1 lakh penalty on Hero FinCorp for fair practice code violation. Smartphones becomes India's fourth largest export items with 42% growth. Microsoft unveils AI enhanced Copilot plus PCs with unique recall functionality. Jyoti Ratre becomes India's oldest woman to conquer Mount Everest. Remember this point very well. IPL 2024 award winners. We have talked about Kolkata Knight Riders, how they won this particular award. Shahid Afridi appointed as the ICC Men's T20 World Cup brand ambassador. World Bank report Water for Shared Prosperity. NHPC honored with Economic Times HR World Future Ready Organization. Cannes Payal Kapadia wins Grand Prix Award for All We Imagine as Light. And that's it in this session, guys. I hope you learned a lot of things and you gained a lot of knowledge. I will meet you once again in next session. Till then, take care, everyone, and see you soon.